me feel good.
So, welcome to issue 22 of Build the Ecto-1. This week it is an all-metal construction with the exception of one small piece. So we begin with the parts list. So we have 22A, the rear chassis frame, 22B, the levelling valve, 22C, the battery box frame, and we finish this off with EM screws, 2x4mm, and there are 7 of them. So they do give us 2 spare this week. So it is one of those lovely issues where there isn't an awful lot to do, but you end up with quite a lot of bulk. Another time you'll be doing an awful lot of work and you'll just add like this much to it. So what we're doing first of all is we're taking, in fact let's have a look at the proper thing. Stage 1, fixing the battery box frame. Take the battery box frame 22C and place it on the rear chassis frame 22A, securing firstly with 2 EM screws from above and then 2 further EM screws from the underside. So figure A clearly shows this piece facing upwards with the smooth sides at the top. There's the rough side, not smooth really, and you'll see you've got 2 rougher bits on this side, and then this framework 22C is actually placed with its flat side down, and that goes into there. You need to push it down underneath and bring it up, and you'll see 2 holes there, so it needs to just go into those holes there, and then the holes line up there. Don't over worry about this one to begin with. Okay, so I've now screwed this on. Let me change the angle. So I've now screwed these 2 bits on, and all I'm really concerned with at this stage is it nice and tight, which it is. We've got 2 loose bits there on the bottom, and obviously from the top where you've just screwed them in, show you the screws, you can't see the end, so you need to go to stage 2 with the underside of the rear chassis. Sorry, ignore me on that one, we're still doing stage 1. I thought this was part of stage 1. So what we now need to do is just finish this off with 2 EM screws. So there we go guys, there's the 2 screws in place, and my light doesn't seem very bright today, I don't know why. There we go. So there's your 2 EM screws. Now I've just put them in as tight as I can. As long as it's not moving, that's fine. You may opt to just pop a little bit of oil onto the screws before you screw them in. In this particular case I didn't feel I needed it. So I'll keep the camera angle on this one for the next stage, which most definitely is stage 2. So with the underside of the rear chassis frame facing you, place the levelling valve 22B on the frame and fasten with 1 EM screw. So the piece in question it actually goes on what I would call the right hand side as you're looking at it, which is this point here. So I can't get the camera back any further, I'm afraid. This is a new camera. I'm playing with angles and I'm playing with the stands, and as of yet I can't get this to stay absolutely perfect. And the lighting I'm also playing with, but there is no, it's on this side, so let's move it as you would with the magazine. So on the right hand side you have a hole there, a hole there, it's this hole there. So we take this piece and you see it's got a locating peg and a hole, and we just need to place that into there like so, and then we will fasten that with an EM screw. Okay, so I had a little bit of a struggle with that. It could have been any number of reasons. The hole may not have been cut big enough. It could have been a little bit of paint block, but I actually got to a point where I screwed it as tight as I could and it was still loose. So I went to plan B, which was to loosen the screw and then pop it back in again, and that actually worked fine. As you can see, it's nice and tight. There is movement because it's a small plastic piece, but the actual part where it's screwed in is solid. Had that not worked, I would have gone to plan C, which would have been to use a little bit of 3-in-1 oil or WD-40 or something that would just could have lubricated that, and that would have gone fine. So guys, this is stage 22 complete, and we now have a separate part that we're going to be adding to this car at a later date, and I officially have no idea what's coming in the next issue, because they don't give spoilers, other than a little red square in the magazine, but I will leave that for the next issue, which will be coming up shortly. And a big shout out to everybody who's been watching these videos. I really appreciate your time and your effort, especially to the ones who comment, because your comments do help improve the stream, improve the channel. So I do apologise. So take care guys, and I will catch you all next week.